The B-1B bomber will be a key testbed to support the U.S. Air Force's development of hypersonic weapons, according to Boeing. The company says a new external pylon design, rated for payloads up to 7,500 pounds, will assist the aircraft in this role. This all comes as the Air Force presses ahead with work on an air-breathing hypersonic cruise missile, which partially takes advantage of ongoing testing of Boeing's own experimental Hi-Fly 2 design. Bombers were used heavily in the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, where jets flew high and slow, rather than low and fast with sweeping wings, as they were designed to do. It would be far-fetched to conclude that the USAF actually reversed its decision to retire the B-1B. But it's also emerging as a middle ground, where retirement plans are finally final but pushed forward by retaining some active fleet through other means. Boeing provided details about the B-1B's future place in the larger Air Force hypersonic testing ecosystem and previewed its new load-adaptable modular LAM mast to reporters during a recent media event at Tinker Air Force Base in Oklahoma. The company has previously talked about plans to test a hypersonic weapon with respect to the B-1B. At the time, however, this appeared to be more focused on future operational capabilities than a focus on supporting research and development and test and evaluation activities. It protects against two possibilities. First, the B-21 Raider fleet is not meeting production figures, or at least it needs time to reach the serial production stage. And two, an insufficient supply of B-2s, as Penny points out, which may have been further affected by another hitch causing the fleet to land. The introduction of the LAM launcher and the strategically loaded message about using the B-1 in exercises appear to be a step in this direction. What specific hypersonic missiles might be launched from the B-1B in the future using LAMs, or some other type of mounting hardware, remains to be seen. At a recent event at Tinker Air Force Base, Boeing presented an LAM loaded with 2 dummy hypersonic missiles as an example of its capabilities. A company representative said in a statement today that this mock-up simply reflects a representative hypersonic weapon design. Even so, the design is similar in many ways, at least externally, to Boeing's experimental hypersonic cruise missile Hi-Fly 2. The biggest difference between the missile mock-up in Tinker and what has been seen in previous renderings of Hi-Fly 2 is the crease tail fin in earlier designs. The point of all this is for the B-1 to be a hypersonic testbed for the Air Force. This is for testing hypersonics. Meanwhile, the Air Force's plans to significantly upgrade the B-52H have solidified. This work will include new engines, radar, and more, which will offer important capability improvements in many respects and significantly change the aircraft's external appearance. The re-engineering work by itself would be extensive enough to produce a bomber redesigned as the B-52J. The Air Force hopes to have all B-52s fully upgraded by 2035. In that period, this bomber group, which is a component of the air leg of the American nuclear triad as well as an important long-range conventional strike platform, should be removed from service for a long time to undergo various modification processes. Boeing is currently the prime contractor for maintaining the B-1B, as well as the B-52. The Air Force currently plans to retire the last B-1B in 2036 and transition units to flying them on the new B-21 Raider stealth bomber, while continuing to operate the heavily upgraded B-52 until at least 2050. The B-52 stealth bomber Fleet 2 Spirit will also be retired in the coming years. As a complementary measure to saving the failing U.S. hypersonic weapons program, Boeing has developed a new launcher for the B-1B Lancer, offering to divert some hypersonic missile tests from the B-52 Stratofortress. Called the Load Adaptable Module, LAM, the pylon can, as an added advantage, increase the B-1's ammunition carrying capacity by 50% for many existing weapons. The B-52 has been used to test the AGM-183 Air-Launched Rapid Response Weapon, ARRW. Hypersonic, but the Air Force said it would discontinue the project. This happened after a series of test failures.